guys, it's Jonathan here from GuitarTipsWeekly.com. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about dynamics and how you can use different styles of either picking or strumming and intermixing all those different types of things to really affect your dynamics and how you can really build a song. So the progression that I'm using is basically just variations of a D chord, an open D chord, and then I'm using for my root note, I go to an E on the 4th string, 2nd fret. I just kind of hit that E there, and then I go to a B on the 2nd fret, or sorry, yeah, 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then I go up to the C on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and then back to the D. So just if you want to follow along, that's kind of what I'm using. But my goal here today is not to teach you the progression so much as it is to show you how you can use different picking patterns and strumming patterns and just changing things up to really kind of build a song, to bring it up and then bring it down, because nobody likes, it's very difficult to listen to something that's always in a monotone. If I just talk to you like this for the entire time through the video, you'd probably get bored and turn it off immediately. But if I start varying my voice, it's just more natural, right? That's what people expect, that's what we're used to. And the same thing with music. If the entire song is just this, it sounds okay, but there's not a lot, you're not saying a lot when you're playing a song like that. And so much more can be said, really, right? So one of the things that I like to do is I just pluck the root note, and then I do a simple picking pattern. And oftentimes what I'll do is I just kind of, I'll hit the root note and then I'll come back down through like 1, 3, 2, or 1, 2, 3 through the strings, right? Through strings 1, 2, 3. And kind of bounce around in there. And honestly, I don't think a lot about the picking pattern, about keeping it really consistent. I tend to vary it quite a bit. I've got a few that I'm comfortable with, and I'll change them up as we go. The main thing is that the beat is staying consistent, that you're hitting the root note in the same spot every time, usually at the beginning of the bar. And then, if you want to change up the actual strings that you're plucking, that's okay. You can, change it up however you see fit. I like using a pick too. In this case, I'm going to be using a pick, but sometimes I'll use my fingers instead. Feel free to do whatever works for you, right? The main thing I want to demonstrate here is how you can, go from very simple to a little bit more complicated, perhaps a stronger strumming pattern, etc., and kind of use that to affect the dynamics in your playing. So I'm just going to demonstrate a little bit here for you, and hopefully you can, don't try to watch so much what my fingers are doing. Just try to listen and more to the concept of what's happening here, so that you can try to start applying that to your own playing, right? You probably know some simple picking pattern, and you probably know some simple strumming pattern, so you can start with those two and start merging them together, right? And if you're more advanced, then you start off more advanced, and you can take this and really run with it, okay? So you can see my playing there isn't perfect, and no one's perfect, right? That's fine. What I hope you gathered from that is simply I was using different strumming patterns. I wasn't making an effort to keep it exactly the same all the time. Sometimes I was throwing in little embellishment notes. Sometimes I just, left out that F sharp on the first string, 2nd fret. Those all affect the kind of the color of your playing and how it comes across. But the main thing for today is that I started out with a picking pattern, and then I started out doing a little bit of picking. And then you can alternate picking with strumming. Maybe you pick for the first half of the bar, you strum for the second half, and then eventually I got to just straight strumming, right? And it really kind of builds the momentum of the song, builds the power of it a little bit, and you can really use that. For instance, if you're coming to a bridge or a chorus or something and you want to kind of increase the intensity of the song, you can use a technique like that to do that. And so that's basically today's tip. Try to use any technique that you can think of to add more dynamics to your playing. So this is Jonathan from GuitarTipsWeekly.com. Head on over and sign up for the email list if you haven't already. I'll send you a tip every week. And if you're on YouTube, just hit the big yellow subscribe button, and we'll see you again next time.